Hello, I'm Sharon with Flat World Knowledge, and I'd like to welcome you today to a brief podcast recording with Raymond Frost. He's the lead author on a new book with Flat World Knowledge called Designing Business Information Systems that he's written with Jacqueline Pike, Lauren Kenyo, and Sarah Pels. Hi, Raymond.
Hey Sharon, how are you?
I'm doing great. So let's not keep our audience waiting any longer, and let's jump into our questions for today. Can you tell our audience a little bit about why you decided to write this book for the information systems market?
Sure. I think I decided to write the book the same reason that most people decide to write books. You're unhappy with the approach of other textbooks that you find on the market. And what I found is that the more interesting books tended to be overly theoretical and not applied. And then the applied books didn't have enough theory, so I thought that there was something missing, a space in between where there would be an appropriate balance of applied work and projects and theoretical content.
That's great. So, and I think you probably gave us a little bit of a hint there, but can you tell the audience a little bit about kind of what makes this book different than some of the other books on the market?
Yeah. The biggest thing is creativity, and I sort of underlined, capitalized, everything. One of the problems that we've found with students that are interested in the MIS major is that they see it as an incredibly boring field, and I think that we've done everything in our power to help further that image. And one of the things that we've done is we've simply eliminated creativity, especially from some of the early courses where everything's very highly regimented as far as exactly what you're supposed to turn in, exactly what it's supposed to look like, et cetera. Click this keystroke, click that keystroke. And in my opinion, very little learning takes place. So we've taken an opposite approach, that we promote creativity and professionalism. And this book really is, it's a true application that the students are designing, even at the freshman and sophomore level, has real MIS principles and in a creative and fun context. What we've found is that students get really excited about the material. I just had a student in my office who wants to patent his idea for an iPhone app for his father's business. He's planning to fly to Boston, next week to actually pitch what he's creating in class right now, at corporate headquarters.
Wow, that's great. That's great.
Yeah. So, and that's not necessarily an isolated incident. I mean, the students get really excited because they see that what they're creating looks professional, that they're presenting it in a professional way, and that they're learning about MIS concepts in the process.
No, that's fantastic, and I think the iPhone app that they're building, I mean, they couldn't be more current. It couldn't be more interesting to them, given what they're doing on a day-to-day basis. So, I think that makes it exciting, relevant, and like you said, it allows them to be creative, which they haven't been really asked to do in courses before this book came along. So that is exciting stuff. And with that, I guess we'll close by just getting a sense from you, if you could tell our audience what made you decide to sign with Flatworld, because you could have published this with other publishers, and we're glad you didn't, but I'm sure they'd like to know what made you make that decision.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing initially was my sense that Flatworld really cares about the student experience, and in particular the financial burdens that traditional textbooks put on our students. And so while Flatworld is a for-profit company, what I found is that they've eliminated so much of the standard overhead, especially in production and distribution, that the end product can be delivered to students, either for free or at a nominal cost. I also love the idea that faculty can so easily customize the text to meet their needs, because the Flatworld platform allows a faculty member who maybe feels that like one chapter is missing a few paragraphs that would help bolster a concept. The faculty member can just sign on to Flatworld and put in their content right there. and then it flows along with the text. And I think finally I just like the people at Flat World. They've been wonderful to work with, and have been very supportive, and have actually helped me develop the idea behind the book by offering suggestions. So it's been a really great experience.
Well, thanks, Raymond. That's fantastic, and I appreciate your time today. I'll thank you, obviously, for your dedication to the discipline and your time devoted to this book. And, of course, thank our audience for taking the time to listen to Raymond talk about his new book with Flat World Knowledge, Designing Business Information Systems. Feel free to pre-order a desk copy if it's before that March and April time frame. And after March and April of 2011, you can have that shipped to your door for consideration for use in your course. So thank you all. Thank you, Raymond, and have a great day.
Thank you, Sharon. Bye-bye.